too late. Would you say goodbye to yesterday? This is one of my favorite songs by Nickelback. Many of you have heard it and is the theme of my speech. As Soren Kierkegaard once wisely said, life can only be understood backwards, but must be lived forwards. If today was your last day, how would you live it? A 67-year-old man called the doctor's office to schedule a physical. Once the examination was completed, the doctor began quizzing the patient. I have been your physician for many years, and you are in excellent physical condition. Why the sudden desire for a physical? I am getting married Saturday, said the man, and I want to make sure I am in excellent physical condition. At your age, choosing to get married is truly honorable. You are in excellent condition, and God willing, you and your bride will have many happy years together. Tell me, did your father die in old age? Did I say my father died? He is now 86 years old and in super condition. That's great, replied the doctor. Tell me, did your grandfather die in old age? Did I say my grandfather died? He is now 105 years old and is getting married the same day I am. We're having a double ring ceremony. In fact, his son, my father, is going to be the best man for both of us. This is truly amazing, replied the doctor, 105 years old, and he chose to get married. A smile appeared on the groom-to-be's face as he replied, did I say he chose to get married? Some things in life we can choose, and others are thrust upon us. The privilege of choosing what we make of our life is one of the many great privileges endowed by our Creator. Life is defined as the activities of a given time or in a given setting and the people who take part in them. This comes from the Webster's Dictionary. But is there really a definition for life and the people, places, and events in it? A life can be taken as quickly as it is given. February 25th, 2007, my mom passed out. She was sick and didn't realize just how bad. We rushed her to the hospital, and that night and into the next day, the doctors performed many extensive tests on her. They came to a conclusion and diagnosed her with viral cardiomyopathy, an extremely rare virus. That same day, my dad recalls sitting in the hospital room with my mom. She woke up, screaming. Her heart beating faster and faster, she cried out in a river of tears. My dad is certain, while she was laying there, her life flashed before her eyes. It's hard to say what she saw of her life. Did she see her friends, her family? Did she see her kids? Her mom and dad who died when she was young? Did she see her love for the Lord, trips she took, or life-changing events? February 26, 2007, my mom had a severe heart attack caused by the virus. What it did, it surrounded the heart, suffocating the left ventricle. The left ventricle pumps the blood out of the heart into your body. The right ventricle brings it in. What it does, it acted as a sponge. The heart basically became a sponge, absorbing all the blood with nowhere for it to go. Her heart exploded and she had a heart attack. God brought my mom home to live with him, February 26, 2007. This was her last day, spent in a hospital bed. If she would have known this was her last day, she would have forgiven people, called old friends, and reassured her family everything would be okay without her. And, of course, she would have probably told my dad he was the king. But seriously, how would you live yours? In the Middle Ages, European sailors would not sail south. They were convinced that the middle of the earth was ringed with fire because the farther south they went, the hotter it got. We now know this is because of the equator, but the fear of the unknown kept them from reaching new places. If it hadn't been for Christopher Columbus and Ponce de Leon, the Atlantic Ocean would have remained undiscovered. How many of life's horizons go unexplored because we fear the uncertainties, or are satisfied to tiptoe through life to make it safely to death without seeing what is available to us? Countless discoveries await the adventurous. In 2008, an Australian, Ian Usher, was so discontent with his life that he sold it on eBay. The auction began June 22nd, 2008. Usher decided on the auction in an effort to rid himself of all memories of life with his ex-wife. He expected to make at least $390,000 in a sale which included a furnished 3-bedroom house, a car, a motorcycle, and a jet ski. He's even throwing in a one-time introduction to his friends and a 2-week trial run at becoming a permanent employee at the rug store where Usher works. The auction ended June 29, 2008. On this day, all is sold, he said. I intend to walk out of my front door with my wallet in one pocket, my passport in the other, and nothing else at all. His plans for his new life included taking a short trip to visit his mother, and then heading to the airport to find a new place to call home. I intend to see where life takes me from there. It's time to shed the old and end with the new, he said. Why do so many of us worry about life and what will happen next? Annie Lennox once stated, "Dying is easy, it's living that scares me to death." So much of life is unexpected, and we don't know what will be around the next curve in the road. The problem, so many of us don't try new things. We don't, like the sailors who wouldn't sail south. We don't take time to love those around us. Before my mom died,